Alright, so in this video we're going to continue working on setting up our animal. We're going to set up these states in one by one individually, but before we get into that, I just want to make a note that I made a mistake here in the take damage script. In the last video, for some reason, I think I said this was an idle state, but we are not going into idle state here. If current health is less than or equal to 0, we will not be going into idle. We will be going into the stag death state. So my apologies. Make sure you make this correction here. Alright, so let's start from the top. Start with idle state. So just right click and go to definition, and this will bring us into our state here. And hang on one second so I can pull up a reference. Okay, here we go. So first things first, we're going to not inherit from mono behavior. Instead, we are going to inherit from the base class idle state. And also here you're going to go I stag state. So this is how you're going to set up each one of these. And we're just going to remove start and update. And so the easiest way to kind of get this started is we're going to go to one of these references that I've already started and created. So we're going to go into our bear states, and we'll find our bear idle state. I'm just going to drag this over here. Alright, so we're just going to take all of this inside of the class, and we're going to copy and paste, just like that. And we're just going to go through these one by one and change things just to match. So we are, instead of creating a bear, we're going to rename this to stag. Actually, wait, hold on. We cannot rename because that's going to mess up over here. So cancel that. We're going to have to just do this manually. So this is going to be stag, and we're just going to call it underscore stag. Oops. And here, this one's going to be stag as well. Just rename this one to stag. And yeah, I could have probably done this the easy way, but we're just going to type them in. We could have renamed this one, and it would have renamed all of them at one time, but we're just going to go through and just write these for now. So underscore stag, underscore stag. Alright, that looks good. Okay, so here, instead of bear animation state, we're going to use dot stag animation state. This one again is going to be stag animation state as well. And here we're going to do equals stag animation state dot stag. What did we call it? Idle one. This is why I was saying it's really helpful to go ahead and rename all these. Okay. So again, you can see the importance of why these are good to rename. So the way this is working, actually let's just finish setting this up. So stag dot stag animation state dot, and we'll just do idle 2 for now. And get rid of that. And here, instead of changing, so we got stag change state to patrol state, we're going to do stag patrol state, which is not set up. So you're going to get an error here, but once we implement this, the error should go away. Now again, if you want to see how these are set up, since these are inheriting from idle state, you can go ahead and go to definition, and this is the base. We're overriding a couple of these virtual functions, and you can see our where we're getting our fields from, and they're all set to protected. All right, perfect. Other than that, these are just empty interfaces. I mean, there's not much in there, but you can take a look in there as well. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through each one of the states, and we're going to set them up like this. Just run down the list and make sure each one of them is set up correctly. So since we got idle state all set, I'll do a couple more with you just so we get the hang of this. It's pretty simple. It's a lot of copy and paste. So this one is the attack state, so I'm going to pull up my bear just to make it easy on us. Okay, so we're just going to take all of this, copy and paste, just like that. And we're going to take the attack state and the I stag state. And we're going to change this again to stag. And here we're just, this is what I meant in the last one. If you just right click, rename, and stag, like that should change all of them for us. And then here, again, stag, and we'll rename this one stag as well. So that should take care of all of these. Let's just double check as we go through. Okay, everything looks good. Everything looks good here. Attack timer, attack duration, stag. And we're going to want the stag animation state for this. And stag dot animation state, and this animation is going to be the attack swipe. Again, I don't know because I didn't rename my animations yet, so for now I'm just going to say dot, we'll just pick one of these attacks. We're going to have to rename and test these at some other point, but for now, if you haven't set them up, just put whatever in there so you kind of get the hang of what's going on. Alright, keep going down. We got stag.target component animal, that's fine. Current health, that's good too. Stag.change state, and we're going to go into a stag patrol state. Alright guys, so now that all that's set up, make sure you just go through each one of your states and set them all up correctly, and once they're all set up, you could go back and check, and you should see that all the errors go away and everything should be good. So I'm going to end the video here for now and let you guys go ahead and set up your states, and I'm going to go ahead and finish setting up the rest of mine, and in a little bit I'm going to try and post another video to kind of finalize and wrap this all up, and we'll probably maybe one more video, we'll see, but we're gonna set it all up so that hopefully we can have an animal moving around and doing some of these maneuvers, and there might be some bugs and errors, but we'll correct those. For now we're just gonna get this set up so you guys have an idea of how the system is working. That's basically mainly the point of all this, so that we could start filling it in and making it better and set up a nice system. So anyways, have a great evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.